Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me again, the Sports Judge. I've been busy today creating content. Welcome back. In this video, I will recap week 6 of the NFL season. Check me out and hit the subscribe button for future content. Another Sunday of NFL football on a day with a full slate of NFL games. I got you covered. Here's a look at week 6 as I break down some of these matchups and offer my reactions. Sunday was a wild day in the NFL. The league's two remaining unbeatens, the 49ers and Eagles, both suffered their first loss of the season. Penalties and injuries really hurt the 49ers. The Browns defense made Brock Purdy actually look like a seventh rounder. When your defense is legit, and when your offense makes plays, you can catch a team slipping. The entire defense deserves a game ball. Garrett was ever present. Tomlinson showed up. JOK went beast mode. It was a big day for Amari Cooper, who had the best game among all Browns pass catchers. He had a couple of breathtaking plays. San Francisco will not go undefeated. The emotional game they played against the Cowboys in front of the nation, and it was at home. You gotta now travel, and oh, by the way, Cleveland's defense is real. This was Brock Purdy at his worst. I thought he had a rough day today. Purdy played bad. Ayuk played terrible. George Kittle couldn't get open. The O line Purdy played behind was extremely porous. Kyle Shanahan was terrible the last 2 minutes with clock management issues. Jake Moody missed 2 field goals. That's unacceptable. San Francisco loses 2 star players on the offensive side of the ball, both Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel. Just a tough game for the Niners. I guess if you want a positive takeaway from this game, your quarterback, despite how poorly he played, led the drive at the end of the game, which is encouraging. Now, I thought the defense did its part and played well, but the whole offense was terrible. In the NFL, as we all know, any given week, anything can happen. This is a wake-up call for the Niners. I wouldn't put too much stock into it. It's only one game. I still believe the 49ers are the most complete team in the NFL and have the best pieces to win it all. The Eagles are perfect no more. Another team that came into this week unbeaten. I haven't lost an ounce of confidence in Philadelphia either. It's only one game. I think, like the Niners, the Eagles will be fine. Things started off great as the Eagles started the game fast and jumped out to a 7-0 lead. I think after the defense held New York on its first drive, the Eagles, if I'm not mistaken, took possession at their 9-yard line and mounted an epic drive, 19 plays, 91 yards, and took about 9 minutes off the clock. What they gained about 8 first downs and mixed the run and pass effectively. And just watching them when it first started, I was like, oh man, it's going to be a long day for the Jets, because that was my immediate reaction. But hats off to the New York Jets because speed and power of that defense. And they were missing their top 2 corners, both Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed. Their defense was outstanding. Man, I thought the Jets were about to get demolished. It was going to be another miserable Sunday for the Jets. It just didn't work out that way. You look at the 3 interceptions from Hurts. You think back to the fumble from Devontae Smith. I mean, it was just a lot of self-inflicted mistakes. I think the Eagles were looking past their opponent. This, to me, without a doubt, was a bad bad loss for the Eagles. 4 turnovers are too many. I think Jalen Hurts at times looked confused. The 3 interceptions, he really didn't look like he knew where to go with the ball. The Browns upset the 49ers. The Jets upset the Eagles. What a day. Okay, I want to get into our next contest. The Miami Machine keeps on rolling. I think what stands out to me the most is that the Miami Dolphins have 30 touchdowns this season and 14 punts. Most exciting NFL team to watch because that offense is good. It's a fun team to watch. The Tua Tagovailoa connection with Tyreek Hill is real. The best in the league. Not sure there is a better quarterback wide receiver combo out there. I thought the run game and pass game led by Raheem Mostert and Tyreek Hill were strong, as was the pass protection and pass rush. There's only one Tyreek Hill. When one guy like Tyreek Hill can outrun the defense time and time again, it's remarkable how fast he is from a game speed perspective. This guy is going full speed, making sensational catches. We need to give Mike McDaniel credit. He's coming up with new stuff. This offense is doing truly special things. Miami's offense is the best quick strike attack in the league. This team was trailing 14-0 early, and the Dolphins, they fired back with a 49-yard run by Raheem Mostert, setting up the tying score, while a 48-yard touchdown toss to Tyreek Hill put Miami up for good. The Dolphins are never out of a game. No lead is ever safe against them. Now let's go on to another AFC East team, the Patriots. The Patriots continue to look bad. I keep telling everybody this is the end of the Belichick era. When will people realize that he can't win without Brady? I truly believe Brady made him look good. We can obviously see who was more of the genius and who called the shots. It's strange to sit here and say the Patriots can't move the ball, can't score, and that the defense struggles against opposing teams without their edge rusher and corner, Christian Gonzalez. Given where Belichick is at this point of his career, Belichick may be running out of time in New England. And yes, and although it's not hard to believe, as bad as the Raiders have looked, Belichick lost to his buddy Josh McDaniels, who used to work under Belichick as the offensive coordinator in New England. It's been an absolute mess for both the Raiders and the Patriots. Now we're moving on to the Bengals. The Bengals survived at home against the Seahawks. A win is a win, but this was ugly. I said good things about Joe Burrow last week, about how he was back, how he looked healthier and returned to usual form. He's seemingly, almost certainly struggling to find it. And when he doesn't play well, the Bengals falter. They need him to play top-level football to win, because this team feed off his presence. His attitude and energy is contagious, and we know he can elevate the offense if he plays well. And since Burrow is not playing his best football, the defense has to take charge. This game was won by the defense, surprisingly, and the Bengals barely survived, only scoring 17 points. The next team I want to get into are the LA Rams. The Rams got back in the wins column, beating the Arizona Cardinals. Now, it wasn't the best first half, but in the second half, the Rams made up for a sluggish start. I thought Kyron Williams fueled the lethargic offense in the second half. It is encouraging to see the Rams commit to running the ball. It's their forte. When they run the ball, it usually results in a win. Keep pounding the rock, and they did just that. in the second half. Williams provided a much needed spark on offense after the offense largely sputtered in the first two quarters, but it's how you finish. Resiliency was the Rams' defining trait. Hand the ball to Williams and let him go to work. I watched the game, and again, he was splendid, gaining 154 of the Rams' 249 total yards in the second half. If not for him, I don't think the Rams win this game. Keep running the ball. Keep running the ball, and good things will happen. The next team has caught me and the league by surprise. I'm surprised by this, to be honest. CJ Stroud continues to be historically good. What a historic start to his NFL career. The kid is amazingly talented. And if you asked me to name a player ahead of his time, I would tell you CJ Stroud. This is unheard of. A rookie quarterback writing his name in history books, just incredible. It's almost indescribable because we're reading or watching this young man make history. What is it? I think he became only the sixth quarterback in NFL history to throw for at least 1,200 yards with no interceptions in the season's first four games. It's a calmness of a leader. It's a show of maturity. And he's a huge part of this team's early season success. It was another week of many positives for the Texans. That means specifically they can beat good teams. Hard-nosed win by the Texans over the Saints, proving they can win in a variety of ways. And as for Stroud, he was tested against a really good defense and passed with an A+. And the interception he threw, he handled it with a great deal of maturity. Most rookie quarterbacks would lose confidence and play scared, but not Stroud. And then the next game I want to get into is Denver, man. At 1-5, Denver is done. Their season is over with. It's now time to start developing young players and rebuilding. You got to consider going to a rebuild. You got to start making decisions about your future if you want to keep Sean Payton as your head coach. There's a lot going on within that organization. I think those players flat out quit. There's obviously a locker room issue. There's a culture issue. There's a lot going on. And the Chiefs beat them. But the Chiefs themselves remain inconsistent. The defense is a top 3 unit, but the Chiefs have their levels of concerns as well. Patrick Mahomes doesn't look like himself, even though I'm confident that he will, lead his team back to the AFC title game. He's Patrick freaking Mahomes. Are you crazy? Come on now. Patrick Mahomes is going to be just fine. The Chiefs are going to be just fine. Travis Kelce's going to be just fine. This team is going to figure it out. I think what it is, this team plays down to its competition. People freak out about it. People's like, oh my God, what's going on with the Kansas City Chiefs? They will eventually find it. They will eventually take off. They are still winning games. They're still finding ways to win. That's all that matters is getting that W, and the Chiefs continue to do that. So I think the Chiefs will be fine. Andy Reid is their head coach. He's very creative. He's innovative. I think this offense will find its way. Patrick Mahomes will continue to carry this offense, and he will make plays, and the team will be just fine. Don't worry too much about the Chiefs. Don't dwell on it. The Chiefs will be okay. They're in good shape. They're winning football games. I would be more concerned if they were losing football games, but they have enough weapons to make it happen. Patrick Mahomes makes those guys around him better. They'll be okay, but that's my recap for week 6. It's been a fun week of NFL football. It's been a week full of surprises. What a day it was in the National Football League. But guys, it's been real. It's been fun. I'm checking out of here now. It is late. and I'm about to go to bed. Thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. Don't forget before I go to hit the subscribe button. It's real simple. Just hit the subscribe button and share this video. Share this video. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk very soon.